Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check. Hey, okay. Whoa. Well, I discovered when I was starting the webinar, I discovered that my microphone wasn't working. So now I'm working. Okay, sorry about that. Wow. Hey, you never know. It's always something here. When you're live, it's like live television. You never know what to expect. This is Todd Walters. Thanks for jumping on the webinar today, guys. Okay, so let's start here. Go ahead and try to minimize distractions. I know how it is with email and your cell phone's ringing, and and you got all these things going on. But look, I got some great stuff for you today. We really want to drill down and work on doing a way better job of converting these leads that you're getting to face-to-face appointments. Okay, and I say this, I guess, on just about every one of these training webinars that we do here, and we do this webinar here once a month. This is kind of where the rubber meets the road, right? Like if you can't convert the leads to appointments, it's pretty much likely that not much will change for you. And how many leads should you be converting to an appointment? Okay, so we're going to talk about that today, especially where the leads come from, and see if we can make a difference. So up on the screen, I threw the first page of the agenda for the Super Bowl, the Platinum Money Making Summit. It's coming up in Anaheim, April 9th, 10th, and 11th. And we're into the third quarter on promoting this thing. So if you have not registered for it, you're going to want to go to the coaching site and take care of that today. I know that the room block at the hotel there at the Hyatt Regency in Orange County, it might be sold out by now. So if you haven't registered, you want to do that really quick. There's a good chance that you might be staying off-site somewhere. So it only holds so many people. But this will be our biggest and best millionaire agent maker event in history that we've been doing this. And that's a big, bold statement, as you know, considering some of the events that we put on. But it will be. And if you're a team leader and you're not here, I feel bad for you because you're going to miss out on literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in new additional income as a direct result of what you will not get here. Okay? Since you won't be there, you're not going to get it. From the guest millionaire agent member speakers to what Craig and I have for you, it's going to be an amazing event. I promise you that over the course of the 3 days, you will walk away armed for this new economy that we find ourselves in, which is wishy-washy, sluggish in some places, superheated in others. So you need some help, and we're here to give it so that you can continue to expand and grow your real estate business. And that's what we're all about here. All right, so looks like my volume might be up a little bit too high on the microphone, so let me see if I can adjust that so we don't get too much reverb and feedback. All right, so let's bring up the script. No, you know what? I want to bring up a Word document, so let me throw that up here real fast. File, new, here we go, okay. And I want to talk about where you're getting leads from, because this really dictates, what you guys are doing on your script a little bit. Like some of the questions I've got from feedback on some of our other lead conversion webinars is, hey, what percent of the leads should I be converting that I get? Okay. Well, you know what? If you're getting leads from referrals, so I'll just type that out for you. Let me type that on the screen. Referrals. Okay. I mean, think about it. If you're getting referrals, like, obviously you should be converting the vast majority of those people to face-to-face appointments. It's a referral. So-and-so told me to call you, Todd, that you could help me with selling my house. Well, obviously you should be converting about 80% of those people or more to face-to-face appointments. So we'll be generous, and we'll say 80% plus about that. Let me bump our font up here so everybody can see it. Make it about 20 points. Is that okay? Yeah, you can see that. All right. All right, so let's look at some of our other lead sources, okay? Sign calls. What percent of sign calls should be converted to face-to-face appointments, you think? Huh? What do you think? All right. Well, here's my number. 50% that do not have an agent. There you go. So there's your number. Sign calls, the ones that you talk to, they do not have a real estate agent, you should convert 50% of those to face-to-face appointments. Okay, and if you're not, there's your measure. All right, let's look at some other leads. Okay, property, we'll call them offline or online property inquiries. Not sign calls, but they're calling off an ad on a home for sale. Okay, offline, online property inquiries. What percent of those should you be converting? Okay, well, that's a really good one, and that's been tough. It's all over the place. 25%, 50%, 80%. It's driven by the ad of the house. The more specific the property has, you know, for example, picture, house, price range, the more specific it is, the better the deal is or appears to be for the prospects to call on it, the greater the likelihood of conversion. Okay, and I know how this works. Most of here's my assumption, is that the ads for properties that your prospects are calling on are making the assumption that the property is no longer available. Okay, that's my assumption. Okay, make sense? Yeah, that means that you're advertising things that buyers really want. Okay, they want them really bad. So if you've got a listing and it's really, really hot, it's likely that you wouldn't run ads on it. Okay, but Craig and I am telling you, you should, because that's what prospects want. So you advertise what people want. Most agents out there tend not to. Okay, so offline or online property inquiries are directly impacted by, your conversion percentages are directly impacted by how great a deal the property appears to be. Okay, deal or no deal. Okay, so you're going to vary there, 25% to, heck, 50% or more. The better the deal, the hotter the commodity that you're marketing or advertising, the property, the greater the likelihood of conversion for the prospect. Okay, so if you have a sluggish house performing ad, you know, you get a few calls here and there, they're sparse, your conversion percentages go way down because you're not creating any urgency. Your marketing's not helping you. Okay, you're getting calls, yay, but if you can't convert the leads, what good is the ad? All right, which gets us to our, you know, online marketing like Commissions Inc. So let's put that down there. Okay, what should the conversion percentage be? And that is all over the place for many of you. Now, here's what impacts your results. Okay, and it's really the driving force in all of these percentages. Okay, and that is skill level. So how good are you? How good are you at getting on the phone, calling these prospects back, and I mean really kicking some butt on conversion? Okay, well, that's what we do these webinars for. And I really want you to improve your skills. Okay, so we're going to attack that several different ways today. All right, so first, let's go to the script. Pull up the script, minimize my picture, follow-up script. Okay, here's the script. Everybody's familiar with it. It's nothing new. Okay, so how did the script become about? Well, just based on how we do things. Your offer, okay, is dictated by how you do things. Okay, so if we look down here at our offers working with buyers and our offers working with sellers, okay, if you really look at the offers on this, they're impacted by the way that we do business, okay, the process of doing things. So for example, for sellers, we like to meet with them and then share with them what it is that we do to get them the most amount of money in the least amount of time, okay, and an idea of what they can expect to sell their home for, okay, and then close, right? That's the process. For buyers, we like to meet with them, discuss their home buying criteria, leverage that into becoming one of our VIP buyer clients by sharing with them all of the unique and exclusive things that we do for them, extra services and value that other agents don't provide, okay, and then close. Okay, so that means that we back into an offer. See, you have to get them to say yes to your offer before you close on an appointment. And this is a huge mistake that many of you make. You talk about the appointment. You talk about getting together. You even, or you insinuate it. And you don't want to do that. You want to make an offer. They say yes to it, and then you close for a face-to-face appointment. This way, when they object, you know what they are objecting to. Okay? If you commingle the appointment and the offer together in the same words and sentences, and here's an example. Hey, Mr. Buyer, why don't we get together so I can take down your home buying criteria and get you set up to receive pictures and descriptions of all the homes that match your home buying criteria from all the real estate companies. It'll take about 20 minutes. Okay, so if they object to that, what are they objecting to? Are they objecting to getting together with you? Or are they objecting to getting access to information that can really help them? And the answer is, you don't know, because you commingled the offer and you commingled the appointment in the same freaking sentence. Don't do that, okay? So you separate it. You pitch your offer, which is the homeowner service, first, and then you close for the appointment after they say yes or no. All right, does it make sense? So you get them to say yes to the offer first, and then you close for an appointment. And that's a big mistake that many agents in our program make. Or you casually make it, like you assume that it's no big deal. And that's not how you want to go about this. So when Craig and I say, like stick to the script, man. Stick to the script. You'll be better served by doing that. Okay? So that's one of the first mistakes that I see people make on a regular basis. Okay? The other mistake is assumption of timing and motivation. Okay? You assume that either they're not really motivated or ready to buy right now, so you push back on even calling the leads, or you assume many times that they are ready to rock and roll, and your language spooks them off. Okay? So don't make assumptions. Just ask questions. That's why the qualifying questions are here, to establish motivation and timing. So you folks planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? It's either yes or no, or you don't know. Okay? Yes or no, or they don't know. There's no other answers. Okay? If it's yes, the next logical question is to see if they have an agent to help them. Okay? And then from there, make the offer. If it's no, okay, then you go fishing a little bit more. Okay? If it's I don't know, you go fishing a little bit more. We want to probe a little further. So are you planning on staying in the area or moving away? So if you were to move, when do you think that might be? Like you go fishing for a little bit more information so that you can make the right offer. Okay? Another big mistake that people make, assumptions. Third biggest mistake that a lot of our members make.
All this says they can't see your screen.
I'm looking at it, man.
I don't know, he's saying that you're talking, but he can't see anything. It's not changing since the beginning.
Okay, I was getting some indication that you guys were having problems seeing my screen. So I threw the script up there. Thank you for doing that, live webinar. Hey, man, we're streaming live over the internet, so you never know when there's going to be some technical difficulties. But it looks like, from my audience view, it looks like most of you guys can see it. So I'm going to keep rolling. I'm looking at the universal callback script. Yeah, it looks like you guys can see that, okay? Hang on one second. Let me just double check a couple things. I can't see it. All good here. No problem seeing it. Okay, you guys are funny. I like it when you get a couple hundred people on a webinar and everybody chimes in at the same time. It's like, oh, overwhelming. Okay, yeah. So anyway, so here's how this thing works on my end, this GoToWebinar deal. You guys will like this. I can see what you see. And what I mean by that is it shows me a little TV screen and whatever is called audience view. So like I can pause my screen and I can be reading my email while you're looking at whatever I had previously shown you. Does that make sense? Not that I'm doing that, obviously. I'm not that good at multitasking. But those little TV screens, I can see what you guys see. And it says that the 98% of you can see the script that I've got up on my screen. 2% of you cannot. So there seems to be some internet streaming issues for a couple percentage points of you. And you know what? That's not anything abnormal. All right, but let's go back to my Word document. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we're going to talk about some of these mistakes, and we're going to get into some role playing, okay? Mistakes that you may make, all right? Commingle, offer and appointment. Don't do that. We want to separate it. Okay? Assuming timing and motivation. All right, so some of you guys are getting Commissions Inc. leads, right? Okay, so on the Commissions Inc. system, there's a time frame for moving. You know, they indicate a time frame. But guess what? They indicate that time frame for moving when they first register. Did you guys know that? Right? They don't go back and change it. So let's suppose when I'm first looking at the screen and first going on there, my time frame for moving is 6 months. Okay? Well, within 3 days, something in my life changes. So my time frame for moving may be longer than 6 months now, or it may be shorter. So when you call people back and you get them on the phone, you always start with motivation and timing. Hey, are you folks planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? And the reason we use 3 to 6 months is because the people that say yes to that under 6 months, that's who you close for face-to-face appointments with. If they're longer than that, don't. Okay? We'll follow back up with them. Did you get that? Okay. So just because it says on, that system that they're not moving for 6 months, or 8 months, or 3 months, whatever the time frame, be careful about that. Verify. Hey, are you folks planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? Okay. Other mistake, asking questions that you already know the answer to. Okay, so obvious example. All right, let me pull my script back up here. And there's definitely some technical streaming issues because it's taken a while for you guys to see my transitions from screens. All right, obvious example. Hey, are you folks planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? Yeah, Todd, I think we are. Okay, well, do you guys currently rent or do you own your own home? Oh, we're renting right now. So if you were to move, when do you think that might be? Next 3 to 6 months. Like, I already know the answer to the question. They're planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months. I got it. So I don't need to say if you were to move, when do you think that might be? So don't ask questions you already know the answer to. In other words, don't repeat the questions. Okay? Remember, if you're looking at your script here, and I'll highlight these 2 questions here. You guys see that? Yeah. Those 2 questions are for wishy-washy answers. Are you folks planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? I don't know. We're not really sure. Okay. Were you planning on staying in the area or moving away? Well, we would stay in the area. Okay, so if you were to move, when do you think that might be? Probably by the end of the year. Okay, well, there you go. See, you ask those questions when people are a little wishy-washy only. All right? So again, that's a big mistake many of you make, asking questions that you already know the answer to. Don't do that. Okay? And the other big mistake I have is failing to introduce yourself. Okay? Now, that's not how it sounds. Okay? Who are you and why are you bothering me? Okay, see that right there? That's the question you have to answer. So introduction is, who are you and why are you bothering me? Okay, now, a rule when it comes to introductions on who are you and why are you bothering me is to remember this basic, simple fact. 100% of all of the prospects that we're calling contacted us. Okay? The marketing systems that we give you and that we teach you all are reverse prospecting systems. All of the prospects contact us first. There's no cold calling here. Okay? So all we have to do is answer that basic question like, Mr. Smith, hi, this is Todd Walters with Todd Walters Real Estate, and the reason I'm calling is I received your request, okay, to search for homes online using our property search site, housesatlanta.net. And as a courtesy, I'm just letting you know we received your request, and now you have full access to search your way whenever you want. Is that okay? Who are you and why are you bothering me? Okay? Now, the reason this is important is because I'm trying to get the prospect in their own mind at some level to say thank you. So I can leverage this whole law of reciprocity that God gave us. Okay? They ask for something. We have given it to them. We're letting them know that. And that gives us permission to ask them questions. So when I say, is that okay? The answer is, yeah, sure, thanks. Are you folks planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? And you get to move right into your script. Okay, everybody got that? So let's go back and look at our little mistakes page. And then let me just repeat these again. Commingle the offer and appointment. Assuming timing and motivation instead of asking. Asking questions that you already know the answer to. And who are you and why are you bothering me? Failing to introduce yourself properly. That is proper introduction when you're calling somebody back that's not expecting your call. Okay? And that's important here. These people are probably, most of the leads you get are not expecting your call. Now, if we jump back up here to referrals and sign calls and property inquiries, okay, in terms of what percent of leads should we be getting appointments with that we talk to? Well, these folks, referrals, sign calls, property inquiries, these people are expecting your call. They're waiting on you to call. Like they said, hey, I want to talk to you. I'm interested in X. Somebody told me to call you. Call me back. They're all expecting your call, right? Okay? But the same rules apply. Okay? Who are you and why are you bothering me? So for the referral. Hey, John, this is Todd Walters with Todd Walters Real Estate. And Betty Smith passed your contact information over to me and told me you may be interested in making a move. So I thought I'd give you a call just to talk to you about that. Is that okay? Did you get that? All right. So that's how it works. Who are you and why are you bothering me? So now let's put all this together. Okay, you guys are doing good. Making some notes. We're going to do some role playing here in a minute. You better get ready. Oh, if you want to role play with me, here's what you need to do. Up in the upper right-hand corner of your screen on the control panel, there's a little box right there. I want you to raise your hand. Okay, click the little button that'll raise your hand, and I'll open up your microphone. Okay, and we'll be able to do some role playing together and have some fun. Okay, I want to cover as much of this that I've laid out for you today. Okay, and it doesn't matter what kind of lead it is. It can be a lead from Commissions Inc. system, some of the home evaluation prospects you might be generating, or anybody calling in from your unique selling proposition, like the guaranteed sale program or something, and they challenge you. Maybe they're giving you a hard time. Maybe they're really skeptical about it, and they're really pressing you. Okay? Whatever it might be, the challenge you might be having on the leads that you're getting, converting them to face-to-face appointments, let's try to get through as much of it as we can, okay? Now, putting it all together, okay, let's look at it. Who are you and why are you bothering me? Mr. Smith, hi, this is Todd Walters with Todd Walters Real Estate, and the reason I'm calling is I received your request for the list of homes for sale, distressed sales, and bank foreclosures. And just as a courtesy, I wanted to let you know that we've sent that on over there to you. Is that okay? Okay. Yes, that's fine. Thank you. All right. Hey, are you folks planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? In other words, they may have checked the box somewhere on my website or on my platform that they're planning on moving in X number of days, but don't assume their motivation and timing. Ask. People click the wrong things many times, right? You guys have found this. You've discovered this. Don't make that assumption. Okay? All right. Next, don't ask questions that you already know the answer to. Okay? In other words, hey, are you folks planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? Yeah, we are. Fantastic. So if you were to move, when do you think that might be? Like, I know it's on the script here, but it's there for wishy-washy people that don't give you direct answers. If you get the direct answers, you don't need to ask those questions. Okay? And then lastly, looking at the offers here, commingling the offer and the appointment. Okay? Hey, would you like for us to send you updates of homes that match your home buying criteria from all of the real estate companies? See, our list includes bank foreclosures, company-owned properties, and other distress sales. It's a free service. You're never obligated to buy a home. Does that sound helpful? Okay? Or maybe you say it this way. Okay? Hey, would it be okay if we get together for about 20 or 30 minutes or so? This way I can take down your home buying criteria and send you all of the homes that match your home buying criteria from all the real estate companies out there, including homes that you can't find on the internet. Would that be okay? See, I commingled appointment and the offer. Don't do that. Don't make your, okay, when they say yes to getting access or getting that, then you come back and say, fantastic, great. When can we get together for about 20 or 30 minutes or so? This way I can take down your exact home buying criteria and get you set up to get exactly what you're looking for. What's better for you guys? Say Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon? All right? Yes to the offer, then close for the face-to-face appointment. Good. You guys are good. All right, so I wanted to kind of get through that just to frame it and look at it from a little different angle, talk about some conversion numbers, okay? And you can see kind of how that dictates right there. With emphasis on the leads that are not expecting your call, goes right to the heart of your skill level and being able to convert those prospects to closings, okay? And mistakes that you make that might be hurting your ability to get appointments, we covered that. Great job. All right, let's go to, all right, let me go to see what kind of hands we got raised. I have Sandy, I have Valmar, I have Krista, I have Philippe, Vic, that's a surprise, Art. So quite a few guys who have raised your hand and want to do a little discussion and role play here. So let me plug in my headset so I don't get any feedback on speaker. And we'll do that, man. So why don't we go to Art? So Art, I'm going to open up your microphone there, my man. Just kind of getting configured here to do that. All right, so Art, are you there? Art?
Yes, hello.
How you doing, my man?
Good, how are you?
I'm better than good today. Appreciate you sending me your some examples of your direct mail and stuff. How's that going for you?
I guess we tag you as a database and it gets out automatically to you. But yeah, we are killing it. I think we had 13,000% year over year in February.
Well, congratulations, buddy. I like that kind of growth numbers. Nothing like making a quantum leap. You're breaking up just a little bit there, so we'll try to get through this. All right, so you needed some help with something.
No, I think you said to raise the hand, and I raised my hand.
Oh, okay. All right, I got you. Okay. So, all right, so let's talk about that then. I'll put you on the spot since you were so kind to raise your hand. These leads that you're getting from some of your direct mail, like say it's an expired listing, okay, right?
Yep.
Okay, so they call you, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I got you your mailer right here. I'm going to call you. We're just going to role play through it. You ready?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm calling you right now, and you answered. You said hello, and I'm saying, hey, Art, yeah, I got this flyer in the mail that says you'll buy my home if if you don't sell it. How's that work?
Hello. Hi. What's your name, sir?
This is Todd.
Hi, Todd. How are you? Thank you so much for calling me.
Mm-hmm.
Was your house listed on the market before?
Yes, it was. I have an agent.
You had an agent, okay. It didn't sell?
No.
Okay. And you get a flyer from me, and that's why you're calling?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it says right here.
Very good.
It says right here, you'll buy my home if it doesn't sell, and I wanted to see what how that works. What will you buy my home for? Okay.
The program is very simple. Actually, I market the house for 90 days, and if it doesn't sell, at the end of 90 days, I'll buy it at 95% of the market value. Let's do this. Let's set up a time for us to meet. It's going to be no obligation consultation. I'll go over exactly how the program works, and we'll see if it works or not. What's better for you, evenings or afternoons?
Well, can you just tell me how the program works over the phone?
Well, there's a lot of things to cover with you, how the program works, and I'd be happy to share that all with you. There's no obligation, no cost, 15, 20 minutes, and I'm available tomorrow at 3. I can do it on Friday at 5 o'clock. What works better?
Well, I'm just really curious as to why you can't tell me how your program works over the phone.
Well, as I said, it's very simple. It's 90 days on the market. If we're not able to sell it, we'll buy it at 95% of the asking price, and that's how it works. Now, I haven't seen your house. I won't be able to tell you the number exactly. It's really hard to give me any comments without seeing it first. So what would be mornings, afternoons?
Okay, and I think that's what I was looking for was why don't you just say, well, I haven't seen your house yet.
Okay.
You just say that early and often because it's true. Like you can't tell people really what you can do for them at all without seeing their house because you don't know. You don't even know if their house is something you can even help them with. Right? So yeah. Okay, that's what I was looking for there. I wondered if you were gonna bring that up. But look, I'm assuming that most of the leads that call you off of those mailers, probably about 75% of them, you end up getting an appointment with.
100%.
Yeah. Okay. Well, 100%.
I'm at 100%. Most like these are the easiest calls to take. I've never had anyone who called me from 6 weeks. I call that campaign that we got. I haven't had a call that hasn't converted to a appointment.
Okay. Great job. All right. I'm going to mute your microphone and move on. But Art, here's your challenge then. If you have a marketing system that's that good, now the question is how can you expand it? Like how can you move it beyond, say, the direct mail that you're doing? And who else can you tell the story to? And how big and how wide can you tell it? And, radio, television, direct mail to other people, having the story told through other people, like host-parasite relationships, with other businesses, leveraging their database, they promoting you for them. And the list goes on and on. So that's how fast your business can grow here, is your ability to expand that message to other people in your marketplace. All right, anyway, thanks for playing along, buddy, and getting put on the spot. I'm going to run through our list here real quick. Got a few other guys. So let's go to Krista Palacio. I guess that's it. All right, so Krista, I'm going to open up your microphone. You there? Oh, Krista?
Hi, I'm here.
Hey, there you go.
Yes, hi, Todd.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm better than good. All right, so how's business?
I'm actually with Christine Stampini and Mark Stampini.
Yeah. How's business going for you guys?
I think they're doing great.
All right, so I'm going to make the assumption that you're in the Philippines.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, okay, so I've heard about you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope it's a good thing.
Well, here's how it's a good thing. If they're talking about you, you're right. It's either good or bad.
Right.
Okay, so what kind of leads are you mostly calling back for the Stampinis?
Actually, buyer leads from Commissions, Inc.
Okay, great. All right, so I'll pretend to be one of those prospects, and you're calling me, okay?
Okay.
All right, so you just call me. So ready? My name's Todd, so ready? Ring, ring, hello.
Hi, is this Todd?
This is he.
Hi, Todd. This is Krista of PalmBeachBrowardHomes.com, and the reason I'm calling is that I received a request to search homes for sale using our property search website. And as a courtesy, I'm letting you know that you have a full access to search away. Is that okay?
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. Are you planning on making a move within 3 to 6 months, Todd?
We've been thinking about it.
Do you currently rent or do you own your own home?
We're renting.
And are you planning on staying in the area or moving out of the area?
We would definitely stay in the area. All right, so let me stop you right there. I'm thinking a good bit of the leads that you guys get are from out of town. Is that right?
Right.
Yeah. So how do you know?
With the phone numbers, the area code, and researching for the area codes.
Yeah.
So if it's not in Florida, I'm asking them what is their time frame. And for example, like what you said, you're thinking about it. You don't have any time frame of moving.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to ask you what would be your time frame of moving? What is the specific day, or what is the specific month of you moving in Florida?
What's this is the Palm Beach area, right?
Right.
Yeah. Why don't you just say Palm Beach area? Are you planning on staying in the Palm Beach area or moving away? Or are you planning on moving into the Palm Beach area or somewhere else? Like the time that you have to spend like researching extra stuff, you could probably just put it into your script and ask the question.
Okay.
And that would be good intelligence for you too. Like, are you planning on moving to the Palm Beach area or somewhere else? All right. Obviously, since they're looking at homes in Palm Beach, we would make the assumption that they're planning on moving to Palm Beach, but like the mistakes that I brought up on my screen here, that could be a very bad assumption to make. So you ask. Right?
Okay.
Are you planning?
Right.
Yeah. Are you planning on moving into the Palm Beach area or somewhere else? And then I think you're onto something. Then you can save your time researching phone numbers to see where they are and all that kind of jazz.
Okay.
All right, so let's continue on. You asked me if I rented, and I said, yeah, I'm renting right now.
So, Todd, if you were to move, when do you think that might be?
Well, remember I said 3 to 6 months.
3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Do you have a realtor?
Yeah, see, you said, are you planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? And my answer was yes. So what else do you need to know if I say yes to that question? So when you say, if you were to make a move, when do you think that might be? It doesn't matter because it's less than 6 months. And anybody that says less than 6 months, Krista, you're going to close for a face-to-face appointment or find out when they can come into town to look at property. Yeah. So remember, that's another thing is asking questions that we already know the answer to. See, your money or a lot of what you do is impacted by the time that you spend on the telephone. And I'm going to mute your microphone a little bit. It's got some background noise there, but your day is dependent on getting to more prospects. See, Kristen has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of buyers in her database looking for a home in the area. and you can't reach them all. You want to get to as many as you can. So the reason we want to do it this way is try to minimize the number of questions that we write or we ask. We don't want to repeat questions, and we want to get to the offer as quickly as possible. Make the offer, get to the offer, and the faster you can get to the offer, the more people you're going to be able to talk to in the day. So those are just a couple of observations I noticed there. So number one, how do you know if I'm even looking in the Palm Beach area or planning on moving there or live there or somewhere else? So if you guys, listen, if you're in a marketplace that is a second home, relocation destination kind of thing, you're going to have to change a couple of those questions around a little bit versus researching the prospect or phone number ahead of time and assuming that, well, here's a good example. There's plenty of people around Metro Atlanta, where I am, with phone numbers that are 407 area code, i.e. Orlando, because they moved here and they just never changed their phone number. They just use their cell phone. It's 407. That's all over the country. So assuming things based on phone number, bad assumption. Just ask. And where it says, are you planning on staying in the area or moving away, just insert area. Are you planning on staying in the Metro Atlanta area or moving away? Are you planning on relocating to the Palm Beach area or possibly somewhere else? All right, good. So let's look at a couple others here. We got Sandy Casella. How you doing there, Sandy? I'm going to open up your microphone. Miss Sandy, you there? Sandy, going once. Sandy. I'm going to reach your microphone, so I couldn't hear you. So if you were talking to me, Sandy, sorry, couldn't hear you, babe. So try to give it another shot there. All right, so we've got a few other hands raised here. Let me go down to my favorite. This is, we're going to start a new section in our newsletter called Vic's Question of the Month. Okay, so our favorite person from sunny California, Vic Makarian. Vic, how you doing?
Hello, Todd. How are you? Fantastic. Todd, thank you for all your help. By the way, I like to do a seller role play because I'm trying to focus more on sellers.
Okay. What kind of seller leads?
Let's suppose a bulk lead or commissioning Facebook,
Okay. Home evaluation.
Yes. And you put like curious or you didn't put a date,
Okay. But you got my phone number.
Yes.
All right. So you ready? Ring, ring. Hello.
Yeah, hi. Can I speak with Todd, please?
This is he.
Yeah, hi, Todd. This is Vic Markarian with Markarian team. I received your request for the free home evaluation from cglendalehomes.com. I just want you to know that I emailed it to you. I hope that's okay.
Sure, thanks. I don't, but I'm on my email now. I don't see it.
Oh, okay. Actually, you should have it in a second or two. It's a big file. It's like 70 pages,
Yeah, well, I'm clicking send and receive right now, and I'm not getting it. Like I normally get everything really fast.
Well, no problem. I will resend it to you. Todd, by the way, are you folks planning on making a move next 3 to 6 months?
All right, so let me stop you. That's why you don't say that.
Oh, okay.
Like you don't say things that that will get you those kind of response. Here's what you say. I received your request for a home evaluation, and just wanted to let you know that we received your request, and we've sent that on over there to you. Is that okay?
What was the answer? Can you repeat it, please?
Yeah, I received your request for a home evaluation, and just wanted to let you know that we've sent that on over there to you. Is that okay?
Okay. Yes. We send it to you. Is that okay? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, when you get too specific, like email or something like that, dude, that's what you run into. You run into weird things. I'm not going to say that they're still not going to throw some curveball at you, when you start talking, but we do want to try to control the narrative a little bit. So maybe a little less specificity is better here. All right, so let's start over. You ready? You ready? Ring, ring. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Vic. This is Todd. You're calling me. Vic.
Yes, I lost you. I'm sorry.
That's okay, man. We're on the internet.
I lost.
Okay, yeah, we're on the internet, so you get some system, whatever it is, bandwidth issues. So, all right, let's start over. So you're calling me. Ring, ring. Hello.
Yeah, hi. Can I speak with Todd, please?
This is he.
Yeah, hi, Todd. This is Vic Markarian with Markarian team.
Mm-hmm.
I received your request for free home evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
I just want you to know I sent it to you. I hope that's okay.
Oh, great. Thanks.
By the way, Todd, are you folks planning on making a move next 3 to 6 months?
We're not sure. We're just now thinking about it.
And if you were to make a move, Todd, would you be staying locally or you be moving out of the area?
We'll be moving away if we move.
Oh, and when do you think that might be?
Probably in the fall.
In the fall? You mean, can you be more specific, like the month?
Well, we're just not sure. It'll just be later this year.
Later this year. Okay, Todd. By the way, Todd, do you have an agent helping you when the time is right?
No, I don't.
And Todd, would you like to receive our free market newsletter that gives you update of the market every month? Keep you posted. That's free service. And would you like to receive that?
Yeah, sure.
And would it be okay if I follow up in the future with you, Todd?
Yeah, sure.
When do you think is a good time for me to give you a call?
Why don't you call me back in June?
In June? Okay, I will do that, Todd. It's a pleasure talking to you. If you have any question, please feel free to give us a call, and this is my number. Have a wonderful day.
Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, I was wishy-washy, and then I got a little specific, basically more than 6 months out from now, so I'm okay with that.
Okay.
What was wrong with that?
Yeah, nothing wrong. The only thing is sometimes sellers tell me, hey, I was just curious, I put it there, and I put it there. I'm not looking to sell for refinance and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And my introduction, should I tell them I should start just like the universal callback, like, are you folks planning on making a move 3 to 6 months?
Well, see, that's for people. That's to find out if they are planning, if they're really interested in making a move or not. Like if they're just if they're just curious about the value of their home, the answer will be no. If they're looking to try to reduce their tax assessment on their property, then their answer will be no, I'm not planning on moving, right?
Yeah.
That's why you ask it first.
That's right. Yeah, I had an appointment yesterday listing. I have one in an hour, and I have one tomorrow, which is great. I never had this before.
You never had a listing appointment before?
Like 3 in a row, every day, one, which is great,
Yeah, that is good, man. You're doing good. That's because you're marketing well. I mean, I see your stuff. You're sending me some things. Looks good. Keep it going.
Thank you. I'm going to start learning to copy better.
Well, I think you're doing a pretty good job since you're up to 3 listing appointments a day now.
Yeah.
All right, great job. All right, you coming to Anaheim? You coming to the Platinum Conference, the Super Bowl?
Sure. I love to. Yeah, I will be there.
Okay, great job, man. We'll see you then.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Vic. All right, so I'm going to mute Vic's microphone. Let's go to George, Mr. George Lorimer. George, you there?
Yeah, hey, Todd.
How's it going?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Pretty good, my man. Staying busy here, having fun. Just got back from Fort Lauderdale for the Platinum Workshop this past Saturday and Sunday. That was great. Craig was doing a little super conference down there, too. Had a whole bunch of exit realty guys there. A whole bunch of exit guys there in the room with Craig. There must have been, I'm going to say 100. Anyway, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, good. All right, so it looks like you raised your hand here. Did you want to role play something?
Yeah, sounds good. I'll role play a seller, like a bold lead type thing, CMA.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Yes.
My phone rings, ring, ring. Hello.
Hi, is Todd in?
This is he.
Hey Todd, this is George with Remax Realtors. I wanted to let you know I got your request for the home sales information and I've sent it out to you. Is that okay?
Yeah, now what was this?
It's on Home Price, 123 Elm Street, what's sold within the area.
Yeah.
Todd, are you folks planning on making a move in the next few months?
Well, my wife, we've been talking about it, my wife and I, yes.
Okay. If you were to move, Todd, would you be staying in the area or moving out of the area?
No, we haven't decided.
Okay. And if, Todd, if you were to move, when do you think that might be?
Probably in the summertime, midsummer.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a realtor to help you when the time is right?
No.
Okay. And would you prefer to buy before listing your home, or do you want to sell first?
No, we need to sell our house before we do anything.
Okay. Now, Todd, I don't know if it's too early, but I'm going to roll into the offer, the seller offer.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that, and this is good. I'm glad you brought it up. I just don't think you can probably go wrong making the offer.
Okay.
Because the answer is going to be yes or no in the offer. So err to the side of making the offer versus talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Todd, would you like a free market evaluation to determine what your home would sell for also? I can give you tips on what to do and what not to do to sell your home for the most amount of money. We can go over all the various closing costs you'll incur so you'll know exactly what you'll have left in your pocket after all expenses. It's free of charge, Todd, and obligates you to nothing. Does that sound helpful?
Well, I thought that's what I requested online.
Yeah, Todd, that gives you a range, about a $50,000 range. And if I could take a quick look at the home, I can let you know exactly where within that range it'll sell for, give you a few inexpensive tips you can do to sell your home for the most amount of money, and also talk to you about timing and where you'd like to move to. I'm flexible. What works best with you, Todd, Monday or Tuesday?
Well, here's the thing, is I probably wouldn't throw your appointment in with the offer like you just did.
Okay.
Because I'm still trying to figure out, why you're talking here as a prospect.
Okay.
Like it's, I thought that's what I was getting.
Okay.
So you touched on it, but stick to the offer before you mention the appointment.
Okay.
Here's a good
So I'll
example.
do that again.
Here's a good.
Right.
Well, hold on. Here's the right language. Well, would you prefer a more general price range or a more accurate price of what you can expect to sell your home for?
More accurate.
Okay. Well, here's how we do that. And then you close for the appointment.
Okay. Let me try that real quick.
Like you can only give me an accurate price if you were to see the house.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Todd, so would you prefer a more general estimate or a more accurate estimate of what your home might sell for?
General.
Okay. No problem. You got it, pal. Enjoy.
So, all right, but that's it. That's the language. A more accurate price of what you can. Yeah, a more accurate price of what you can expect to sell it for.
More accurate price of what you can expect to sell it for. Okay.
Right. So your offer's good when the sell first, the CMA offer. Hey, would you like a free market evaluation to determine what your home will sell for, as well as some tips and good idea on the cost? Does that sound helpful? And it's either yes or no. And if the answer is, well, I thought I was getting that, then you get to say, well, which one would you prefer though? A more accurate price, okay? Or you could just even be short on that. Well, would you prefer a more accurate price versus general? And when they say accurate, well, it only makes sense that it's going to be more accurate if you were to see the house. For a more accurate price, we just need to see the home, and there's no obligation for that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to do this. And you'll find that the most motivated prospects will want the more accurate price.
Right.
And the ones that don't, they're just further down the road. So you just flip it back over to, well, how about, okay, well, the general information is on its way, range of value, and it'll give you an idea. And how about this? Would you like to also receive our free monthly newsletter to keep you in touch with what's happening in the marketplace? And they say yes, and you say, okay, well, can I follow up with you at a later time? And when do you think there's a good time for me to do that? So you just roll it back over to a future prospect scripting. That's it. Are you using Bold Leads?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. So how's that going?
Going good. I signed up, a few weeks ago, and I got a listing on it last week. Lead came in on Wednesday, got an appointment on Saturday, qualified it Friday, and got it signed up, and got an offer, got it on the market, I think, last week, and got an offer, 2 days after. So, yeah, really good.
Jeez. Okay, so you're
I had to
making.
go through a few of them to get that, though. I had over 100 leads in the past few weeks, so
Wow.
I was hitting them pretty hard.
That's awesome. I think they're going to be in Anaheim to help some Platinum members answer some questions or anything. And overall, I think the majority of people that are using it, more than half, are getting good return on investment. We've had some other guys that it just didn't work so well. I personally have no experience with them, but it was good enough based on early testing with some members to let them in as a vendor, and seems to be going pretty well for folks. So, good. So you good?
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, how about you on this direct mail? You're sending me some mail. You're mailing prospects directly with this 4-page sales letter and this just sold card. How's it going?
You talking to me still, Todd?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're direct mailing seller prospects. You got this 4-page sales letter that you're sending out. You got this just sold card that you're sending me examples of. So are you getting come listings from that, call-ins?
I am, yeah, or at least, talk to me, how does the guaranteed sale work? Yeah, I'm getting...
Sweet.
Gotten a lot of those, and yeah, it cuts down a lot of barriers to getting in there, and just like you said, when they say, how does that work?
Mm-hmm.
Works great. You're thinking of selling your home, when's a good time for me to come out and take a look at it and let you know what we can buy it for?
All right. Great job, George. I just muted your microphone. And, yeah, we're getting some internet problems going in and out there, so I apologize. It's just the internet today. All right, so I got time for another one here. Let me find, I got Evelyn. Okay, Evelyn, you raised your hand, so I'm going to open up your microphone. You there, Evelyn?
Hi, Todd.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Haven't talked to you in a while. How's life?
Good.
How's business?
It's starting to pick up.
All right. So what kind of leads you getting?
A lot of bold and editorials.
Editorial leads. Okay, so which one's making you the most money and which one's making you the least?
Bold is probably better.
All right. So what do you want to role play today?
We'll do a bold lead for an evaluation.
Bold lead for evaluation. Sounds like a Jeopardy game.
And I hope my voice goes through. I've got a really bad cold, so it comes and goes.
Sounds good to me. So you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so ring, ring, hello.
Hi, is Todd there?
This is he.
Hi, Todd. It's Evelyn Lopez with iPro, and the reason I'm calling is I received a request for your evaluation of your home at 123 Main Street, and just wanted to let you know that I've sent that off to you. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you folks planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months?
We're not sure, but we might be getting close.
Okay. And if you were to move, would you be staying in the Caledon area, or would you be moving out of the area?
Well, that's where the problem is. My wife and I, we've been trying to figure it out here, and we're battling over what we want to do and where we want to go.
Right. And do you have a realtor to help you when the time is right?
No, ma'am.
Todd, would you prefer to buy a home or list your home first?
What do you mean?
Well, did you want to move first, or did you want to sell your house first?
No, we got to sell our house before we can buy anything.
Okay. And would you like a free market evaluation to determine an accurate assessment of what your home would sell for, and at the same time get tips on what to do, and more importantly, what not to do to sell your house for the most amount of money? And we can also go over all of the varying costs you would incur so that you will know exactly how much you'll have left in your pocket after all expenses. It's free of charge and obligates you to nothing. Does that sound helpful?
Yeah, that sounds great. I thought that's what I was getting online.
Well, what you're getting online, Todd, is just a general overview, a price range of what homes are selling for in the area. But this accurate assessment would tell you exactly what your house would sell for based on the upgrades and improvements that you've done to it. Does that sound like it would be of benefit to you?
Yeah, I think that's good. If they raise the objection, I think you just drill down to the more accurate price, just like I did with George there.
Okay.
I think that's the big language of the day there with the bold leads, is when they push back and say, well, I thought that was, it's what I thought I was doing. Then you just say, well, would you prefer a more accurate price? And it's obvious that you can do that by seeing the house versus not seeing it. All right, I don't know how many of those you get. What's the biggest objection you're getting there with bold leads?
Most of them are saying that it's in the future, like longer than 6 months.
Okay, so let's do one of those, and this will be good because we'll be able to establish how to work with and what to say with the majority of the prospects that you get versus the minority. All right, you ready? All right, so let's start over. Ring, ring, hello.
Hi, it's Todd there.
This is he.
Hi, Todd. It's Evelyn Lopez with iPro, and the reason I'm calling is because I received a request for an evaluation of your home at 123 Main Street, and I just want to let you know that I've sent that off to you. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you folks planning on making a move in the next 3 to 6 months?
No, we're not.
No? And if you were to move, would you want to stay in the Caledon area or move out of the area?
We would stay in the area.
And do you have a realtor to help you when the time is right?
No, ma'am.
I just went blank. So would you prefer to, in a perfect world, Todd, when would you want to be settled in your new home?
Well, we're not really sure. Probably around the first of the year.
The first of the year.
Yeah, after the holidays this year.
Okay, Todd. Well, as I said, the report has gone out to you. And in the meantime, would you like to receive a free monthly newsletter to help you keep in touch with what's happening in the marketplace?
Sure.
Okay, and can I get your email or to send that to you?
Okay, I give it to you.
Okay. And would it be okay if I followed up with you in the future?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, and when would be a good time to do that, Todd?
All right, it's a good job, man. I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that's exactly how you play it. Conversational. The big thing is getting them on the phone and getting their complete information, address, like verify their address. Okay, so when they say yes to your newsletter offer, okay, say, okay, well, let me verify your address and your email address. Like you should have all of that from bold leads, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, just verify it.
Okay.
And I think you'll be in good shape there. And then, of course, you're going to email the newsletter from your success site versus direct mail. And on a prospect like this, when I hang up, I'm going to schedule a call in half the time that they say, number one. Number two, I'm going to go to my success website and subscribe them to my Market Watch newsletter. And number three, I'm going to launch a direct mail campaign, okay, with the Dan Kennedy materials. And they're either going to get something from me every other week, every 3 weeks, or once a month, depending on how far out they are. Okay, so a guy like this probably once a month. Right? And that's it. Mm-hmm. That's the follow-up process, man. And the biggest, where we drop the ball the most on this is when we don't follow back up. Like the phone call comes around, the call back in half the time, and we lose it, like we miss it. Hey, in your direct mail, using cover letter, some of the Dan Kennedy flyers, make sure you always drop in your business card with your USP on it. Okay, in all of your mailings. Okay, that way if I throw your stuff away, at least I got your card. And I want you to think about it. Let's suppose you're following back up with me in 6 months. How many cards have I gotten from you? Like 5 or 6. Like you're going to be really, really hard for me to ignore you. Again, I have one card in my desk drawer, one in my wallet, one at the office. All right, so that's a big mistake today. Just don't make like that's why you get business cards, not to it's not necessarily to pass them out whenever you run into somebody. It's to use them in your marketing as your calling card, your USP card. So anyway, good piece of advice there. You had a question?
Yeah, you're talking about not the regular business card, but the USP business card, correct?
Well, that is look, there's no rule or law that says you have one business card. That would be just something that you decide to do. Okay, but for me, my business card is a USP card. That's what it is for. It is to promote my brand, my unique selling proposition. Okay, it's got my picture, it's got my name, it's got my USP, it's got my phone number. That's what it has. And I may have one for sellers, I may have one for buyers, and I may have one for past clients, like with my referral offer on it. So depending on the context of the marketing, I'm dropping in my direct mail and passing them out accordingly. Yeah, so there should never be any mail out. So on the phone here, there's a lot of people, but there should not be mail going out without a USP card in the mail. So if you're sending something to buyers, you got to put your buyer USP card in. If you're sending something out to buyers who have houses to sell, stick with the seller USP card. If you're sending something to past clients, your referral offer on the card. But your USP follows your picture and your face wherever you go. That is your business card. There's no rule. Yeah, like fax number, even email. Like email address is not a good thing. Like, what do you want prospects to do when they see your marketing stuff? You want them to call you. So that's what you tell them to do on the card. If you give them email address and all that kind of stuff, then that's what you get. But if you want people to call, that's the call to action. Call. I just can't imagine putting email address on a business card. So I wouldn't do that. All right. So anyway, hopefully that gives you some good tips there for marketing. Your scripting sounded good, and your voice sounds lovely today.
Thank you.
Yeah. Great job, Evelyn. All right. Nice talking to you. And glad to hear the bold leads is going well for you too. Wow. So we learned a few things on the call today. We learned that, hey, we may want to check bold leads out if we're not. Okay. So in Anaheim at the Platinum Money Making Summit, those guys are going to be there. They're going to have a booth set up. So I'd recommend that you stop by and see them, check them out, and see what they got going. We let them in the door for a reason. They're generating pretty good online seller leads. Okay, and that's hard to find, online leads that you can get online from seller prospects. But it's pretty popular nowadays, right? People trying to get an idea of what they can sell their house for, whether it's Zestimates all the way to bold leads, and who else knows what's out there. But these guys seem to be doing a pretty good job. I'd check it out. All right, so that's going to wrap up our call today. I see we got a few hands raised that we just weren't able to get to, and I apologize, can't get to them all. But here's what I want you to do. If you want to continue the role play because you're running into an issue, a stumbling block, go ahead and send me an email at platinum@toddwalters.com, platinum@toddwalters.com, and we'll set up a call to work on your lead conversion. Okay? All right, guys. Fantastic. Great seeing you. Looking forward to seeing everyone in Anaheim, okay, at the Super Bowl Platinum Money Making Summits, building a championship team. Okay, so with that, it's going to wrap up our webinar today. Let's go sell some houses. Talk to you soon now. Bye-bye.